Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today was Friday the 21st, and today was a beautiful day starting out. Had a nice little warm of, I think, really low 30s, something like that. Really didn't have much wind to speak of too bad, so it really was a nice day. Sun was shining most of the day, worked out great there. Ended up having a handful of things to do around the house. Nothing really major, just that general every day seems like you got like 20 things to get done that have to be done again tomorrow. So just that general little crap that you just can't take care of the little things, changing the dog's water and food dishes and washing them up. And unfortunately, he's giant, so he's these giant bowls, so they're huge, they take up a ton of space, and the dishwasher and all that kind of thing. Just a lot of little stuff here and there. So went ahead, took care of all that general little junk here and there. Watched a couple of YouTube videos. Went and had a bunch of errands to go run. I was out doing a bunch of running around, trying to take care of some stuff. Just, I don't know, general life things. Also went and bought some lumber. I normally try and buy my lumber in much larger quantities when it goes on sale, just because I'm a cheapskate, and why spend full price on something when you can buy it cheaper. Ended up having to go out and get a few, I guess, odds and end pieces, like stuff I couldn't get anywhere else. I had to go buy like four 8-foot 2x4s, which sucked because they're, I don't know, 50 cents to or so, at least 25 cents cheaper than normal, and 50 cents cheaper or more expensive, I mean, than on sale. So ended up spending like $2 more than I normally would have spent, which you're thinking, oh well, it's $2, who gives a damn? But it's still $2. It's $2. It's just the fact that it annoys the crap out of me. And they weren't the best 2x4s in the world. They were pretty good, but they weren't. It was one of the things with lumberyard where they just go down there, you drive up to them, he pulls the four he wants to give you off and hands them to you. And one of them had giant freaking wormholes in it, which adds character to the wood if that's what you're after, but depends on what you're after. I don't know, I just think if you're going to charge me premium, I should be getting to have the premium, or at least have the pick of it, and ask me, hey, do you want this one with these giant wormholes through it? So, oh well, I needed them to finish up a project I had to do. Actually, to do the entire project, I guess, I needed them. So I went ahead, got that all taken care of. Took back some bottles and cans to like the Redemption Center, that kind of deal. Just little stuff here and there. Ended up making a first project on my new table saw. I'd made a couple cuts on it, just making sure the fence and stuff was semi-straight and that kind of thing. Really nothing major. I made like 3 cuts on it, 1 cross, 2 rips. And then today, I decided to finish up the project that I started, and full on 100% finished up the project that I started, which was kind of cool because I went ahead and built, I don't know, it's one of those deals where you build something for somebody. Really can't talk about it too much because I think they've actually been known to watch these videos. So if they watch the video, it's going to throw away the surprise, and we'll go from there. But it's one of those things where it's kind of nice when you have a new little piece like a table saw that I'm hopefully going to have for a really long time. And I can think about the fact that the first thing I actually made on it was a gift for them. It's kind of a cool little thing. So hopefully they'll like it. If they don't like it, oh well. It wasn't that big a deal. I didn't spend 6 months of my life building it, and I didn't pour my heart and soul into it. I just put a little bit of creativity into it, and some, dedication to something I think that they'll find kind of interesting. If they don't like it, like I said, it won't kill me. I just hope they're honest enough to tell me they don't like it, and we can then figure out something else they will like to make something for them. Because that would definitely suck to have somebody like, oh, I love this, and they try and always talk about how good it is, and then they find out they hate it the whole time. So there was a story of a gentleman who went to his girlfriend's house the first time to meet her mother, and she made some weird casserole thing or something that he absolutely hated, thought it was disgusting, and bragged it up about how great a cook she was, trying to win her over and suck up to her. And she talked about how, basically, nobody else ever likes that, so she tries it out on new people all the time. He's the first person ever to brag it up, and they've been married, I think last I heard was like 27 years. He's still never had the guts to tell his mother-in-law, which is now his mother-in-law. They've been married, like I said, 27 years, and he's never told her how much he hates it, and it sucks, and he cringes every time he thinks about going over there, because she always makes him that special meal. Because one, it's something she really likes and she loves to cook, and nobody else in the family likes it, including him. He don't like it, but he still don't have the guts to tell her. So I don't know if he's gonna bring the story up at her funeral or what. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't lie to people about something they're doing that you really don't like, because who knows, you might end up being stuck with them for the rest of their life, and they're going to punish you with that, horrible whatever the hell it is that you say you like that you really don't. So I'm just that person. I don't care if I bought it for you or if I made it for you. If you don't like it, just tell me you don't like it, dude. It's not that big a deal. Now, if it's something you want me to, I guess something that you make for me and I don't like it, I'm probably gonna tell you I don't like it, but I won't tell you it sucks. I'm gonna tell you it was my favorite thing or whatever. Mostly again, especially if you put a lot of time and effort into it, I'll tell you I love the effort. I love and respect the fact you spent that much time on it and the heart and all that kind of stuff. But don't spend that much time on that certain thing again. Like if somebody sat there and hand knitted a toaster koozie or something for me, I could really care less about a toaster koozie. So please don't make me a toaster koozie. But anyway, other than that, they went pretty good. Took my mom to the store. We went and had a handful of shopping she had to do. It's one of those things where by the end of the week she's getting pretty tired of being on the factory floor all week long and that. So went to that. I also had to go buy a damn antifreeze tester. I don't know what the hell happened. I know I had 3 of them at one point, just little cheap ones. Went and bought a new one, gave up on it, said to hell with it. Also found out today that my van will not be fixed until next week at the earliest. He believes the master cylinder's leaking down on it, causing my little bit of brake issue and that. So he had to order that. Nobody had it in stock. Hardly anybody stocks crap for 1-ton vans. They're not that common, I guess. The 1-ton van's a pretty rare thing. So nobody has parts for it, so I got that ordered in. Hopefully, like I said, I'll be here next week. My tires should be here. They're possibly being here tomorrow. I think they'll probably be here Monday, which will be kind of interesting. I'll be happy to get those. I went and bought some internal weight wheel balance. They're like a ceramic bead you put inside the tires that basically helps automatically balance the tires. My goal is to give that a try. It's way cheaper than actually paying to have them balanced constantly. Plus, the theory behind this stuff is if it works, as the tire wears down, you'll never need to rebalance the tire because it never locks into place. It keeps moving constantly, so it's always going to rebalance itself as you go. So the way it works, the first 10-15 mile an hour, it will not be balanced because it's not going fast enough. But at 10 mile an hour, you don't care if your tire's out of balance or not. So after that, it puts itself where it needs to be, somehow internally balances, and I don't know how it works, but a ton of people swear by it, and a lot of people don't do it just because they're old school. They're I don't know, pessimists when it comes to new stuff working. So I'm gonna give that a try. If worst case scenario, I'm out $18. So I think it's like $18.01 was the cost of these things. I'm out that. I'll break them back down, dump the beads out, go get them balanced up professionally, and go from there. So trying to avoid paying a bunch of money to have them mounted and balanced. I got these tires like $160 cheaper. I could have got them locally, and my theory of that is the fact they want to mount and balance on top of that, just trying to save some money. So that's my biggest thing there. If I can do it with the internal balance part where it's going to work and it's going to stay there forever, never have to worry about rebalancing the tires. Because you figure if you have a tire balanced and then you pick up a half-ounce rock or even a 1-ounce rock, it's stuck in the tread, your tire's not out of balance because you got a 1-ounce weight on the outside edge of that tire. So my theory behind it is the fact that internal balancing, it's always going to find its own perfect balance regardless of if you have chunks of rock stuck in there, or let's say you run over something really sharp and it cuts off a lug or something, it's going to take that away also. So that's my hope and goal. We'll see what happens. The one thing I have realized, I was thinking about it, I like to, when the tires start giving me issues, like later on in life, I like to throw some green slime in it, the green great stuff green slime where it is that keeps the tires from leaking back down. With that ceramic beads in there, I'm afraid I probably would never be able to run that because it would be thick enough, kind of like a liquid coating, it would suck the beads up in wherever they're at and throw it way off balance. So I'll have to make some kind of mental note to never put that stuff in those tires as long as they still have those pellets in there. So hopefully brand new tires shouldn't have an issue with it, but we'll see, I guess. So looking forward to Sunday. I got some really awesome stuff going for Sunday. Cannot wait, and basically take it from there, I guess. So, we did have some freezing rain come in. It was more just early rain. I didn't get out and get running until after dark. I was out in the shop a lot today doing stuff. Went ahead. Luckily, by the time I went to take off to go run, it was raining out. That weird drizzle, freezing rain. I ended up doing a bunch of stuff in the house real quick. By the time I took off, it stopped. It was all wet out there, but not rain at the time. I was cool with that. Came back in, got cleaned up, got my shower out, kind of stuff after the run, and then decided, hell, let's go back out in the garage for a bit. Got out in the garage, and I was in the garage, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes at most, probably 10 minutes, and freezing rain come just pouring down on us like crazy. It was not weird where it was mostly rain, tiny little bit of freezing, and I was out there much longer than I wanted because it was pouring down rain hard. Did not want to come inside, have to fight that to get back in the house. I had to stand there probably a couple hours longer than I normally would have, but I'm back inside now. I don't know, probably 1 o'clock, something like that. I think of what it is. So hopefully, gonna get some sleep here real quick, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.